Good evening. We're going to try again. Can you hear me this time? Thank you, Mercury retrograde. It's been a while, but it's certainly glad to be back. And how could I come back without a hiccup? Of course I would. Um, Let me know if you've managed to log on to this live stream. And if you're there, we're hoping it's going to come up on Facebook as well, because that's where I can see you all. Okay, we're live. We've been about 20 seconds. Was that the last stream? Nope, this is it now. We should be here. Have you all managed to find me again? Not yet. Have you found me? I am doing a new one. Yeah. Oh, you can hear me? Excellent. Messages are starting to come up. Hello, Tamika. Hello, Belinda. I did say hello earlier, even though I know you couldn't hear me. I'm sure you got the gist of it. I'm hoping you can all come back on board again. Hey, Debbie. Charmaine, hi. Oh, thank you all for getting back on board with this time around. One little hiccup, but like we said, it's been a little while, so getting back used to it. Welcome to 2023 and Happy New Year. I hope you've all gone into it well and the universe is being kind to you. We're going to talk about a couple of things tonight that we can do going into the new year, or we could do any time of the year really, but I think the new year is a good time to start. So we're going to chat about manifestation, Mercury retrograde. You know, I always mention it every time it's around. It's the thing, I guess, in astrology that always freaks me out a little bit. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you. Hey, Angela. So Mercury retrograde, communication playing up. Evident tonight, obviously. You might have problems with things like cars or equipment, washing machines, anything electrical, technology, back up your phones, sending messages to the wrong people, receiving messages from maybe even people from the past, people coming back from the past. So there's a whole lot of gremlins around. There's a whole lot going on. There's some great sites you can get on to read more into it. We have got a little bit left of it as well. I think it's about 10 days. Don't quote me on that. But I know the usual things that start to play up for me during Mercury retrograde have definitely been around. Been to the dentist, which I do every Mercury retrograde. Something happens and I end up there. So, but my car, knock on wood, cross my fingers, hasn't bothered me so far. But dates have been changed. And like I said, technology playing with us a little bit. And also maybe sometimes hearing from someone from your past. Now, don't be fooled, okay? Don't be like, oh, it's meant, it's because we're meant to reconnect or they're meant to be in my life. Maybe it's about, have you learnt the lesson? And are you ready to actually let them go? Or maybe this is ending a timeline, or maybe winning a little bit with that situation. So Mercury retrograde about at its finest, as always. I'm sure you're all feeling it. Hello, Jen. Hello, Sally. Emily, how are you going? James, that's better. Happy 2023. Yes, it is good. I'm glad I'm hoping that it's going through the microphone well. I promise to try and fix all of these problems by next week. And hi, Ellie. Oh, your call coming on board now. That's great. So, New Year, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to do some manifestation? Do you know what you'd have or what you'd like to have come in? And how do you manifest? Do you have some little tips and tricks that you use? Please let us know in the comments so I can share it with everybody. But I'm going to share with you a couple of things that have worked for me in the past, and I'll be trying them again this year. Hi, Katie. Yeah, you can hear me. Much more entertaining when you can hear me. So we quite often talk about manifestation and how do we do that. And vision boards, great way to do it. Okay, get yourself a bit of cardboard, even a bit of paper, it doesn't matter what it is. Start putting those things on there that you'd like to manifest. Maybe you need a new car, maybe it's a new job, maybe it's, a partner, maybe it's something like that you'd like to bring in. Vision boards are great, lists are great, even just visualization. But I don't think, it's not the vision board that makes it happen. The vision board is that great reminder for you to remind yourself about what it is that you're working towards. And I don't know if it's just me that thinks this, possibly. But I guess over all the years and years that I've been doing this, when I see people truly manifest, the universe isn't listening to what's going on up here. Okay, the universe is listening to what your heart's saying and what your heart wants to manifest. So also, do you believe you can have it? There's no good saying, oh, I really want to get healthy this year, or I really want to change my job, but you don't believe you can, or you believe you're stuck. Then that's actually what you're manifesting, because that's what you believe. The heart's got to believe in it. And also, if you don't truly believe you deserve it, I struggle with this all the time, because the things I'm confident in, and I know that I can do, or I can bring into my world, or things that I'm not afraid of, or things that come not easily to me but challenge me, but I have nothing to lose, I tend to be able to manifest really easily. But it's the bigger things, it's the things sometimes that we're struggling with. Do we believe we can truly do it? Do we believe we truly deserve it? And this is just one of my examples. If you're someone that's walking around kind of going, you know what, I want to fall in love and I want to find that amazing person. However, down here in the heart, you're like, I'm never going to find anyone. I'm going to be lonely my whole life. I believe that's what the universe hears. Okay, it hears the heart speak. It hears the heart whispers, not this thinking. And you know me, I often go, make the decisions from here. This is where the decisions should be made from. And then use this brain to help you create it, because this is what it's for. This is for the thinking side, but it's about how we feel. I know people argue this point with me from time to time, but I think all decisions in the end that we make with how does it make us feel. And in the end, if it satisfies us, that's the decision that we quite often go for. Sometimes we haven't got choices between two good things. Sometimes, neither of them are something that we really want to do, but one of them is the reason why you choose to do that, is the one that you favor. Hey, Emily, for you for 2023, absolutely, you got a vision board and say your affirmations. Affirmations are super important. Dedicate to focus and think about what I really want. Hey, Grace, you still can't hear me. Oh, that's a shame. Have you got your speakers turned on? You haven't got me on mute or anything like that? I think everyone else is hearing me pretty well. And you're watching through Facebook, so that should be going just fine. Emily, you're on YouTube, so we know it's going through there. Thanks, Zoe. Oh, girl, Zoe, I tell you what, I saw the photos of you at Pendle and Pendle Hill the other day. I was like, I can say I've been there now, and how great it was, and loved it, and loved seeing those photos. Brought back so many memories for me, and can't wait to get back there. Yep, thanks, Angela, for letting me know that you can hear me. Hi, Lisa. I am missing a few people because it's all coming up so quickly, and Sally. So, yes, vision boards, important. And remembering you can add to it throughout the year. And so maybe there's those material things that you want to manifest, that you want to bring in. It's the job, or it's the pay rise, or it's the study. But sometimes we're not chasing material things. I know for me this year, it's my manifestation is more about, I want to manifest how my life makes me feel. So if I was to create a vision board, it's not going to have the new car on it. It's not going to have, the house, as much as, hey, those things would be amazing. It's about, how do I want to feel this year? Do I want to be happy? Do I want to be content? Do I want to feel challenged? So sometimes we don't know what we want materially, or maybe we have everything that we really need. But it's about going, how do you feel? So it's not always the material thing you need to bring in. Do you want to feel more self-confident? Do you want to feel healthier? Do you want to feel more comfortable in your skin? Do you want to feel more whole? Because sometimes we don't know what that is. It's like you want to feel the fire in your belly more, but you're not quite sure what that is yet. Well, then just put that out there. You want to feel passionate about things. You want to find a great hobby. And then let the universe bring those things in. And of course, it's not going to just arrive at your front door. You do have to step out and do something about it. If you are single and looking for a love or a new partner, what is that person, how does that person make you feel? What great qualities do they bring into your life? Make your list. Write down the things that are important to you to have in that relationship. And although love is really important, don't forget, we want to have respect. We want to have things in common. We want to have a good laugh. Like all those things there. Maybe there's a particular way you'd like that person to look, or what appeals to you. Make sure you put it out there, because if you're just going, oh, universe, just send me anybody, there are plenty of anybodies out on the planet, and plenty of people you don't want to have come into your world. So making sure you really niche it down to what it is that's going to satisfy you, and then being open to how they come in, and how you can invite them into your life. So remembering, the universe listens to this. And believe it or not, there are many things in my life that a lot of you know that I have struggled with when it comes to confidence and, doing this kind of thing. Sometimes it comes across very as if I'm really confident and I know what I'm doing. I just make it up as I go along. Tonight I was like, God, what am I going to talk about? And yet here I am, a million words a mile. Like, million words a mile? That doesn't even make sense, but I still turned up and I'm still doing it. We are going to turn cards tonight as well, but I was thinking, instead of just turning cards like we normally do, which is where you are now, what about if we turned cards and sort of put it a message for you for 2023? So maybe it's, just a bit of guidance, but looking at a message for the whole year instead of just the kind of the now, because we're going to have plenty of shows where we can do that. And I will be doing lots more shows now and also at different times. Sometimes, unfortunately, Tuesday nights for me aren't always available. Sometimes I have readings on. So, I can't get on and do it, but I am going to try and do other times. So you might see me pop up during the day or in the mornings, all different days of the week. Not always on Facebook as well. Sometimes it's just on YouTube, depending on what I'm doing and where I'm at. And eventually I will just only be on YouTube, but we'll continue to do Facebook for a little while. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for the cards. I do. Yeah. So if you would like me to turn a couple of cards for you tonight about what 2023 might hold for you, please start calling it now. Start popping your name up. I won't be able to read for everybody, but the first few people that can get in, as you know, I sort of go through till about 8:30. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear us now, Grace. That's fantastic. Oh, Zoe, you did your vision board before Christmas. And that's another thing. That's a really good point. We often think, it has to be the 1st of January to start our vision boards. No, it doesn't. It can be any time of the year, as soon as you get motivated. Or maybe you'd like to have a book. Maybe you'd like to have a journal where you can keep working on it and looking at the things that you're doing. Hi, Haley. How are you? Susan, how are you? Good to see you. Leanne, Katie. We're going to take as many names as we can. And as time goes on, we're going to try and get through as many as I can. I can't guarantee getting through everybody tonight, but we will try our best. I say we as if there's many of me. Well, maybe there is from time to time, but just back to that manifestation and goals for this year. And if you don't know what it is yet, forgive yourself. Sometimes we're not quite sure. I just find sometimes if I'm in that headspace where I don't really know what I'm working towards and I'm just kind of getting through the day, then the universe sends me all these random things and normally lessons. It goes, well, Raven doesn't know what she really wants to do right now, so why not teach her some lessons? You'd think I would have learned enough by now, but apparently not. Always learning, and not just learning in my own life. I am absolutely blessed to have the job that I have and to read for clients every single day, and I learn something from you every single time, every reading, and I'm inspired because these true life stories, what I hear and what I see and what I get to experience, unfiltered, unedited, it is just phenomenal. So we're going to start turning some cards shortly. We have got a bit of a list here of people that are going through. Ah, look at you all popping up. Hi, Tani. Hi, Kat. Yeah, you're right, James. Motivation is the key. And what motivates you? Sometimes you've got to find what your currency is. What is it that makes you want to do it? And my saying that I love, and a beautiful friend of mine that passed away a few years ago, she was the first person to tell me this saying, and that is, we do what we value. And until you value it, you're not going to do it. And you might say to me right now, yeah, but I really dislike my job and I don't really want to turn up there on Monday morning. But you value the money it gives you. And that's why you're turning up. Okay, because if they weren't paying you, pretty sure if you don't enjoy your job, you wouldn't be rocking up. So it's about going, or even working out why it is that you're not doing something. Quite often we're looking at health, or we're looking at, like I said, relationships or things like that. What's the block? What's the thing that's getting in your way? Is it something you really want, or is it your head saying, I really should do that? But if your heart's not in it, like I said before, you won't do it. You won't. Or you'll go back to what your heart said originally. How many people you hear sort of saying to, what, it wasn't until I was in my 40s I decided to go back and do what I loved, what I really loved in my 20s. And realizing that heart wishes are what we listen to. So let's start turning some cards and seeing what we can do here. So, Tamika, you're first, and then we've got Susan, we've got Jen, we've got Emily, we've got Belinda. These are people I'll definitely fit in. Grace and James. Okay, and then we've got Haley, Susan, Leanne. We've got a couple of others here, Katie. So I'm going to do my very best to turn some cards. And remembering also tonight, I'm big on everything happens for a reason, you know. So there's a good chance tonight, you know, if I don't even get time to turn a card for you, what you're hearing here, what you're seeing in the cards might be very relevant to you. And at the end, you always know I will turn cards for everybody. I'll do that group reading as well. And before I forget, because you know once I get into the readings, I'm going to be all over it. You have seen that I've posted up my workshop coming up, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 21st of January. It is my chakra workshop. I absolutely love this workshop. I love teaching it. It is one of my favorite. If you want to figure out why you got blockages, why you keep doing the same patterns, you know, wanting to understand yourself better, know yourself better, please message me through the Threefold Facebook page or text me. Let me know, make the booking. I can send you the payment details, but it will be from 9 till 12 at Strathpine. You will receive your 7 chakra crystals. You'll get the necklace. You'll get the workbook. It's $95. Book in. You know, I've got a few places left, but I have got quite a few bookings now. Super excited to be able to do this. So please let me know if you would like to come along. All right, let's turn some cards. I've babbled enough now. Tell you what, it's warm tonight. If you're in Brisbane, it's a bit humid. Feels like we could be getting a bit of a storm. Oh, look. Some cheeky has decided to pop a message up, but that's okay. Thanks for that. There's always one, right? All right, let's have a look. Tamika. I think because we've got a lot of people on the list, I'm going to be turning one card. So this is one message for you, maybe one sort of hot tip for 2023. It's even strange even saying that still. I'm still writing the date 2022, but we will get there. We are what? The 10th of the 1st. So let's have a look. Oh, you missed the chakra date. It will be the 21st of this month. So not this Saturday, the following Saturday. I will put the details back up on the Threefold page and pop the poster up. You can just let me know through there if you'd like to attend. But like I said, it is my favorite workshop to teach. You go home with the crystals straight away. You will start working on yourself immediately. It's going to help you understand yourself better. It's going to understand your programming and also other people. You're going to recognize it in other people. My chakra workshops are not about me teaching you the yoga positions or, you know, the meridians and all of that. They're super important, but my workshops are more about you and you understanding you and you being able to move forward and know why maybe you keep picking the same kind of people or why you keep going through that same thing or why you're lacking the confidence. But, you know, the whole reason I learned about chakras, you know, in my early 20s, and I continue to study them, is because I just needed to know myself better. I needed to know why I kept doing the same things. So that's why I did it. But yes, Angela, it is the 21st of January this month. I will be running more workshops this year, but that will be my first one and can't wait. A little bit cooler today, is it, Grace? That's good. All right, Tamika, let's have a look. Let's get these cards out. All right, this one is for you. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Let's have a look. Oh, interesting. This is the Authority card, okay? I know it looks a little scary, but it's really not. You might find this year you have a lot of legal papers around you. We can be signing leases, starting new contracts, work contracts, a lot of things going on, maybe even working with other people, getting on board with partnerships. But if you are looking at all these things, please read the fine print. Please have a look at the detail. That's what this card's about. It's just saying here, it's not saying don't do it, but it is saying, hey, let's read it twice. I know you'll do that. And that also don't speed. Don't try and get away with parking in the wrong spot because you will be found out. But this card here, all about just little legal things, little official papers this year. And we're going to make sure that that we're signing what we expect to be signing. But that card doesn't say don't do it. It just says read it twice. But sometimes with those changes, and I think with you, Tamika, it's going to bring a lot of benefit in for you. So worth doing. Absolutely. All right, Susan, let's have a look. Here's a card for you. You're on call that weekend. Just looking at the first part of that comment, Angela. That's okay. Don't worry. It will be on again. All right, let's have a look. We're looking for Susan now. Oh, Susan, I'm going to go up here. And we're going to take this one. Ooh, prosperity begins, Susan. Good money card this year. Some good investments, or starting to even see, this is all about here. This is about this seed. Right now, we're just planting seeds. We're just getting things right. And if we plant a good seed in good soil, then we get this wonderful tree, and it does bring in some fruit. So new direction here, but really positive around money and investments. So a good year to plant the seed, because it will produce you really good fruit. So if you are thinking of anything around money or an investment, go with it. You're going to make a good decision. So whether that's a home, or maybe it's just a financial plan, or maybe someone comes in with some more money. It's just the idea that this is a good investment, and this will bring you fruit. Fruit trees bring us that season after season after season. We've just got to get the soil and the seed right, which I love. No worries, Tamika. You are more than welcome. All right, Jen. This is for you, Jen Evans. Woohoo. I think you're going to have a good year. Why? Because you are motivated. Okay, let's have a look, Jen. We're going to take this card here. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. What's the odds? 70 odd cards here, and here it is again. And I'm not looking at what I'm doing. So this one here, prosperity begins again. Jen, this is for you. You're going to plant some really good seeds this year. You're going to invest in yourself. You may be even investing in work or a job change. But for you, it's about planting it in the right place. You go to the right place, you're going to get a lot of fruit here. It's going to bring you a lot of prosperity, abundance. You've got this right. And also you might find, if you do have an investment, or maybe you have a home or something like that, that's done really, really well. But also here, you plant the right seed, it's going to bring you fruit. Right place, good fruit. Okay, and I think you know what that's all about. New direction here as well. So maybe something new, but that red, that base chakra, home, work, money, security, really going to be a priority for you. Love it. Love it. Now, just remembering, when I'm only turning one card, it's really difficult to cover all areas of your life. That doesn't mean love won't be coming in, or that you're not going to start new hobbies, or other things aren't going to happen. This is just a hint of what might be coming in 2023. All right, Emily, your turn. Do I see London, Emily? Do I see London? All right, let's have a look. Okay, Emily. I'm going to try and do this quite quick because I do want to fit in as many people as I can. All money cards. Yes, please. We will take them. This one here is a little bit different though. It is red for the base chakra. So my poor cards are falling apart. They're quite old now. And this 2023 is about stepping back and reevaluating, but getting it all sorted out so that he can move forward. Money, relationships, home, dreams. It's not about big change. It's about getting everything in the boxes it needs to be in. And when he does, then this person here can then move through, decide which one of those doorways he'd like to walk through first. But lots of changes around homework, money, security, very positive. They're really good changes, but you will have some choices. There's that too. So some decisions to be made, but being able to look at where you'd like to walk through. It's just almost looking at your picture and deciding what you would like to do next. You're very welcome, Jen. Oh, yes, Emily. Wouldn't it be lovely? All right, Belinda Collins, it is now your turn for your card. Let's have a look. Like I said, racing through these a little bit tonight. All right, let's have a look. All right, who did we say here? Belinda. Okay. We're going to go here with this one. Are you kidding me? Again, it's a sign for everybody, I reckon. Where are you planting your seeds? What do you expect to grow? If you plant your seeds in really bad soil with no nutrients, nothing's going to grow. But this card for you, Belinda, is about, think about yourself right now. Think about where you need to be investing your money and your time and what's going to bring you good fruit in the future. One, new direction. It's all about home, work, money, security. You're all going to know this card very well by the end of the night. It always just surprises me when we have, so many cards in front of me and the same one keeps popping up. But this one here, like we said, look after yourself. Plant some good seeds. Think about what it will bring in the future. Home, work, money, security. Look after yourself. That's what this is about. It's about new direction. But to get this new direction, we really need to sort out those things. Sort out those financials, and then you're going to be able to move forward. Love it. Grace, your turn. I'm so glad you can hear me now, Grace. All right, jumping out. I know I normally flick backwards and forwards with the cameras, but not doing that tonight. Had enough technical difficulties. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. All right, Grace. Let's check this out. Well, Grace, I'm going to go here. If this is the same card, no, it's not. All right, this is a very different card. And just sometimes some good advice for everybody, but Grace, particularly this one for you in 2023. Emotional withdrawal. It's green. It's around that heart chakra, okay? But this is about saying to you, take the emotion out and do what's smart. I know sometimes we feel like we're making emotionally based decisions. Now, that's kind of contradicting myself a little bit about what I was saying earlier. That's about when we're manifesting about what we want. But here it's saying, this year, take the emotion out, do what's smart. What's a good example? What would you tell your best friend to do in your situation? And I use that for myself quite often, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Is somebody treating me right? Is that situation treating me right? What should I do? I'm like, what would I tell my best friend to do in that situation? Now, why? Because we always put our best friend on that pedestal. We want the best for them. We want the best respect. Don't want anyone treating them badly. So with the things going on this year, Grace, every time you're hitting, a particularly hard decision, or you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, just ask yourself, what would you tell your best friend to do right now? You tell us, don't do that. Stand up, look after yourself. Don't go back to that. Don't get involved in that. Especially if it's things around guilt and fear. They say we should never make a decision, out of guilt or fear. I think it's quite human for both of those emotions. But if we can take the guilt and the fear out and then make the decision, tends to work a lot easier. Now, I say that. I find that incredibly hard to do. But I'm still learning, just like everybody else, and attempting to do my best, which is all I can do. All right, James. Here's trouble, James. Let's check it out. Let's have a look. All right. Jeez, it's warm in here. Got the fan on, which is quite nice. Okay, James. Give him a good shuffle. Clear some energy here. Okay. All right. Hey, James. Don't stress. It's just your destiny. Oh, I'm going to go back down here. All right, let's have a look at what this one is. Ooh, the transformation card. Major card, big card, good card. Okay, now I have a little bit of analogy or a little bit of a story with this card to explain it the best about transformation. And you can see here she's got these beautiful butterfly wings. So what this card about for me is, for a long time, the caterpillar is going along being a caterpillar, right? It's doing a great job being a caterpillar. It knows how to be one. It's walking around, eating its leaves, doing its thing. And then one day things start to change. And, it starts to go into this cocoon, and this cocoon feels dark and it feels tight. And this caterpillar's like, man, am I dying? Is this my coffin? This is really uncomfortable and I don't like it and I'm not happy anymore. What is this? And then all of a sudden that cocoon breaks open and he's like, holy shit, I am a butterfly. And it's like, yeah, exactly. The caterpillar has to go through a lot of uncomfortable to get to butterfly, right? But even then it needs to learn to fly. All right, so this is about this year for you, big transformation, going through some big things. It's not going to be very comfortable, but it's definitely going to be worth it. But then when we get to the other side, learning to fly, realizing, like you said, manifesting, motivation, moving forward. Okay, so yes, It can be uncomfortable. But when I see this, she's wearing green here. She's got her heart on her sleeve. It's going to be great. All right. But just uncomfortable while you go through this transition, while you transform through this. You know, sometimes comfortable is dangerous. So maybe being uncomfortable is a good thing. But great card, James. Big changes for 2023. Love it. Love it. All right, Hayley. Let's have a look. No, I didn't look at the card that fell out, Angela, which I normally would. I better be careful or the boss might sack me. Hello, Jackson. How are you? I do hope you're well. Oh, yes. You know I love it here. But yes, did have a few things going on, and then, of course, Christmas, and decided let's get back into it in the new year. And Jackson, I've seen a couple of your posts on Facebook recently. So proud of you. Well done, you. You are doing amazing. All right, let's have a look. Who did I just say? Hayley. Squirrel, get distracted. All right, Hayley, let's have a look. All right. Oh, yes, let's go this one, Hayley. Oh, moving on this year. Really big card, blue, about that throat chakra. So speaking our truth. What do we really want? Okay, because quite often, and I'm guilty of it, you know, I'm saying yes when I really should be saying no, or agreeing to things that I really don't want to do. And here I am going yes, yes, yes. When I'm tired or I'm exhausted, or I'm just doing it to people please. But this card actually here is about moving on out of the dark and into the light. Wonderful card, new season, got these wonderful leaves coming in here. So moving forward, however, there's a bit of a gift in this card because he's holding a timepiece right here. So it's almost like you can move through this and move on from this as quickly as you like, because you control the timing. So if you want to leave a job and start a new job, well, you can control how quickly you start looking for that new position, you know, and when you move forward. What this card sort of says is the universe isn't going to do it for you. You're going to have to action it, whether it's, you know, moving on, like I said, out of a job, or moving on out of a relationship or a situation, or just moving forward into new things. The universe isn't going to push you through the door like it does sometimes. This card says here, you hold the timepiece, and when you're ready, you're going to move on into the light, into new things. It's a lovely card. It is a little gentler, which I like, but good news that you get to control it. But I will warn you, if you do nothing, you will just sit here, you know, until you're ready to move forward. Like I often say, how hard's the universe got to kick your ass to get you to shift? Me, you got to beat my ass to get me to move. But I reckon you'll do better, Hayley. You'll do better. All right, let's have a look. Leanne. Leanne. Let's have a look. How that electrical storm we had the other week. Wow. Huge, was it not? Oh my goodness. That shook a few things up, didn't it? Could feel the energy, feel the buzz. All right, so Leanne, this one is for you. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to go up this way, I think. Okay. Firm foundation, lovely card. Red, again, home, work, money, security, all those things that make us feel very safe. Our fight or flight is often triggered from this chakra, the base chakra. But this one here for you, Leanne, is all about firm foundation. Mind, body, and spirit all on the same page. Now, we want to build a mountain. So you may be starting a new business or a new job. You may be looking at a new home. You might be working on the physical body, you know, all those really important things. But to have this nice, tall, sturdy mountain that we have here, we need to get the foundation right. It's, you know, if we build a mountain and we get halfway up and the foundation's not right and the foundation breaks, all that hard work crumbles. Okay, so it's about going, all you need to focus on this year is getting that foundation right, getting the things working right, because you're going to build good things. So if you're feeling at the moment that you're kind of starting from the beginning, well, that's okay, because this is where you can pick and choose how you want to start, or do it strongly. Or this could be getting the right, you know, doing the right study, doing the right thing so you can build that change or home. Okay, so just sticking with it here, but mind, body, and spirit on the same page this year. Going to be very, very important for you in 2023, getting your foundation and then building on it. So a lot of new beginnings maybe there. Lovely. All right, Katie. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Katie. Oh, I better give him a good shuffle, I reckon. Let's check it out. All right, Katie. Spread these cards out. Let's have a look. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Oh, I love this card. This is my power card. We all need this card every now and then. So when I see this, I know that there have been situations, maybe even in the recent past, over the last, 2022, the last year, where you felt powerless. Okay, or maybe you felt like you lost your power or somebody took it away. But 2023 for you is about getting your power back. All right, this is why he's half lion, and half human. It's all about going, hey, that animal instinct again, that fire in your belly, getting control again, getting the power back, that self-esteem, that belief in self. So good news, where you felt powerless before, you're going to feel like you got the power again, Katie. I love this card for you. She may be small, but she's fierce. Okay, this is for you this year. This is for 2023. Take it, absorb it, and love it, Katie. So good. So good. All right, how are we going here? Okay. Alana. Did I just get that right? I didn't, did I? It's Lana? Yeah, that sounds better, doesn't it? I'll take the A off it. Lana. Let's check it out for you. Let's have a look. I'm sorry for messaging me. I really not getting a chance to look at it. Jackson, yep, we've whacked you on the end of the list there, Jackson. You will be able to get a card. Yes. Yeah, no A. Lana, that's it. You know who you are. Let's check it out. All right. All right, this one is for you. Oh, I'm drawing down here. I'm going to dig deep for this one. Okay, let's have a look. I tell you what, incredible today. I only have 10 red cards in this entire deck, and we are just turning them and turning them and turning them tonight. It's a really big year, I think, for homework, money security, getting that back. We've had a couple of sort of shaky years, unpredictable things going on. The pandemic didn't help with that, even though I think some of us forgot that, we had some shit times prior to that as well. Life was harder before that as well. But this card here for you today, Lana, is patience and planning. Okay, red, homework, money, security. You've got a really good plan here. You think about the Colosseum, right? It was built, I don't know, bloody long time ago, but it's still standing today. Why? Because it was built strong. So even though right now it's like, having to be patient, maybe you're working on something and it's like, keep going with it, because you're going to get there, and what you're building is really, really strong. Really good time to chat with a financial advisor or have that longer term plan when it comes to your finances, home, work, money, security, because you're getting it right. You're going to have to be patient. It's going to take a little while, but your planning's there and what you're building very, very strong. Okay, so again, a really good card. 7. We like 7s. I think 7s are pretty lucky. It's a bit debatable. Did I miss one? Oh, no, you're not yet. We've got 2 more, Kat. 2 more. And then you are up. So we just did Lana, and now I have Ataha. I'm going to give that a crack. You know who I'm talking to. You know that one? Who have I got here? Oh, you're very welcome, Lana. Yes, very welcome. Okay. Ataha? Pretty close. I know you've seen me and I should know better. Yes, you. Love it. Love it. Let's have a look. Thank you everyone for being patient tonight. Like I said, sometimes you're hearing stuff that maybe you need to hear outside of me just turning a card for you. Maybe it sparks something. Maybe it reminds you of something. All right, let's have a look. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Ooh, now I'm an Aries. I got a Leo moon and a Scorpio rising. I dislike this card. Hate is a very strong word and I don't like to use it. But this is the patience card. Okay, now it doesn't sound very exciting, right? Who wants to be patient? But see this? He's looking at this little tiny seed that he's planted and he's really focused on it. So he's like, it's not growing, nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, he looks up and he's like, holy crap, there's a white lily. So it's a bit like, Jack and the Beanstalk, where he just kind of threw the beans out the window and he was like, that's not going to bloody work. It's not going to do anything. And then he wakes up the next morning and he's like, holy crap, we got this whole other thing to go and climb and this whole other adventure to go on. That's like this card. Be patient right now. I know it seems like maybe you're just taking these smaller steps as, just trying. And I'm like, you're going to be successful. Okay, but just some patience, even if it's a relationship issue as well, be patient with it because you're going to get what you want here. It's just, this is the key word. Like I said, not one of my favorite words, but just if you can, just stay patient. It's going to come your way. Good things come to those who wait, or something like that. Not something I say often, obviously. All right, Kat, yay, it's your turn. Let's have a look. Let's turn a card. Woohoo! Okay. All right, Kat. Oh, we're going to go this one. Okay. This is a bit more of a serious card. And it's not my job to always give out fairy tales. And I don't like to because it's not the message you're meant to hear. But this year for you, 2023, this is the heart chakra and this is memories of love. So you will be letting somebody go, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a relative. Maybe there's someone who's quite elderly or someone who may be terminally ill. This is not a shock passing though. This is not a sudden passing that, in an accident or something like that. Or maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship that's ending. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on these words, memories of love. Okay, this could be a pet, this could be something around you, but it's almost like you're like, I've loved having you here, but I have to let you go. But you let them go with love, okay? And it's about a release here, about a moving forward. A really good example of this, I think, I had a cat, many, many moons ago called Geronimo. I had him a very, very long time. We're talking about 15 years. And I'd had him since I was about 15, and we'd been through so much together, and he got really unwell. And I was doing everything I could to keep him alive. I was even at the point where I was having to inject fluid under his skin to keep him hydrated. I had him on medication. And the vet sort of had a chat with me and said, hey, you know what you're doing here, you're just keeping them here, and he's in pain. And this was this card for me. I had to let him go, but with memories of absolute love. It was so sad to see him go, but at the same time, I knew it was going to bring him peace. Sometimes it's like that in relationships with partners or with friendships. It comes to an end, and we don't want to see that moving forward, but we don't dislike them, and we don't want to send them horrible thoughts. It's about we're going to release it with love. So there will be an ending of something here in your world in 2023, but you will let it go with love. So I hope that was helpful, and I wish you well through that. But like I said, it's not tragic. It's almost like that cruel to be kind feeling. It's like, oh, it's so sad to see you go, but that's okay. Sometimes it's a friendship or a relationship, so reason, season, or a lifetime. But like I've always said, I'm here to tell you exactly the card that I turn, and that for you is for 2023. But we're prepared for it though, or we can often see it coming. We can see this ending coming, and that's why we can release it with love. All right, who we're looking at now? Angela, let's check this out for you. Angela. All right. Yes, I'm going to try and fit in a couple more here because we have got Tani and we have Melissa. Melissa and Tani, you will be my last two tonight. And then I'm also going to turn a card for everybody. So now I'm doing Angela, Jackson. I'm going to do Tani. I'm going to do Melissa. And then I'm going to do a card for everybody. A bit of a group reading now. All right. Angela, let's check this out for you. we're going to go here. We're going to take this one. Ooh, you haven't seen many blue cards tonight. Triumph and success. Sounds great, right? And it is. However, there is some hard work to be done here first. As you can see, this person, you may be feeling a bit buried alive right now. You know, it's a bit like everything's really heavy. There's a lot going on. It's hard to breathe. But you are going to break new ground. You're going to break out of this. But notice in this picture, there is only one hand and one person. You are the only person that can dig you out of this situation. But when you do, look at this wonderful sword here. You're going to realize you've got the power. You are capable. You can cut your way through anything. One new direction. But to do this, to be able to break this new ground, you got to speak your truth. That's why it's a blue card. You're going to have to communicate. What do you really want? So even though it's incredibly hard to do, it's a wonderful result. You know, it's about power and it's about, here, triumph and success. But it's your triumph and success because you're going to do this. So you might find, Angela, you'll have to be a bit of a one-woman army to get yourself out of this. But look at this reward here. So good. Speaking your truth is incredibly hard to do, but you're going to do it well. Good girl. Good girl. Big power card. All right, Jackson, let's check it out. Let's have a look. This is sure to be interesting. Sure to be. Yeah, sometimes you got to speak your truth even if your voice shakes, babe. Just do it. All right, let's have a look, Jackson. Okay, we're going to go with this one. I know what I want it to be. Oh, I so wanted it to be a heart card. All right, this one here is foundations and achievements. This is maybe looking into a new home or a new living space. And the people that you're doing with this is lovely. It's very blessed. But what they're looking at is their foundation and achievements. Be proud of yourself. You know, you're doing the right thing. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your future. That could possibly be a new home here. Very blessed, looks good. 4, we've got that angel number, but foundations and achievements. 2023 for you is about ticking boxes and moving forward and maybe a new home. Great card, but it's purple for the third eye. So you may even be seeing this coming already, or you may already be visualizing or knowing, just got that gut instinct that this is going to be a really good year. This is because you've worked hard. This isn't a luck card. This isn't because, it fell from the sky. This is because you've worked hard and now you're looking at, but don't be surprised. Might be a move or a new home for you for 2023. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, my last two before I do the group reading, we have Tani and then Melissa. So Tani, let's check this out. Like I said, I'm doing a card for the whole year for 2023. Just a little bit of a hint or a little bit of a look in about what might be coming in. All right, Tani, let's check it out. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these shows again more regularly. Can't always guarantee a Tuesday night. Sometimes I do have readings on. Obviously, I have to be able to work, but I will be doing them at different times. And doing them more regularly. More on YouTube and eventually only on YouTube. So if you'd like to subscribe to that and hit the alert button so you know when I pop up, because there will be quite a lot more pop-up shows, but getting back to doing as many as I can so I can keep in touch with all you guys. We can chit-chat spiritual stuff and I can turn cards. All right, let's have a look, Tani. All right, let's check this one out. Oh, yeah, Triumph card. For a while now, you've been that one-woman army. You've been going through things. You've been facing that battle. Okay, and triumph. You're going to do really, really well. You're getting through the other side of it now in 2023. But hey, even Braveheart at the end of the day went home and had dinner. Even superheroes have to take off their suit. Okay, get off the horse. It's like you're looking for the next battle sometimes. 2023 doesn't have to be the battle because you've already been through it. You've been triumphant. You're doing amazingly. It's more about now that you're triumphant, let's hop off the horse. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy 2023 a little bit more. But again, be very proud of yourself. You've come through a big battle here. But making sure that you do spend some time, maybe just relaxing a little bit. Loving yourself. Treat yourself to a massage or something, but you've been very successful. But the battle is over. You've been triumphant. It's not about going into a battle. So that's a good thing for 2023. All right, Melissa. How you doing, Mel? How you doing? Let's have a look. So we're going to do Mel's card, and then we're going to do one for everybody. Big group reading. Let's check it out. All right, Melissa, this is for you. I'm going to go here with this one. Ooh, this is a bit interesting. This is my Rejoice in Celebration card. 3, the number of creation. We love number 3. But quite often when I look at this card, it's going to be about a wedding or an engagement. We could be celebrating a birth. We could be celebrating a big birthday. But we are celebrating in 2023. It's all about celebrating love. So like I said, it can be birthdays, engagements, weddings, anything like that. A really social year, a year to celebrate family, to celebrate love. I love this card for you, and you know I love love. So this is fantastic card, full of joy. You got to have a wonderful 2023. That doesn't mean that we haven't got to go to work and do the shit stuff. That's going to be part of your world, of course. But this here's saying a big year to celebrate and a big year to enjoy. What a great card. Well done, Melissa. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. All right, we're going to wrap up now with a card for everybody. Please do remember, I've got my workshop coming up on the 21st of January. It is my chakra workshop. It is one of my favorites. You want to know yourself better. You want to know why you keep doing the same things. You want to know why you have those same patterns. Come along to my workshop. It's 3 hours, 21st of January, $95. You can message me through the threefold page, or my number's all over it. You can text me, and we can get you booked in. You're going to get your 7 crystals. You're going to get your crystal necklace, cage necklace, so that you can wear them. You're going to get your workbook, and you're going to have a great time. Like I said, when I'm teaching my workshops, my biggest job is that you walk out feeling better than you did when you walked in, and that you have something to take home and work with, and you're going to get all of that. All right, let's do this group reading for everyone. It's getting a little warm down here. I do need a drink. I know it's not wine. Not yet. All right, let's have a look. Here we are, a group reading for everyone. Angela, you're more than welcome. I love doing this. You know I do. I love it because I love how you guys make me feel. You let me do what I love, so thank you. All right, a card for everyone. Before we wrap it up tonight, I'm going to dig down here. Ooh, spiritual union. What a lovely card. Now, this can be a relationship card. This can be a friendship card. This could just be even at work, like someone that you work with. But this card here is about 2 minds coming together, a spiritual union. So if you're single, this is a very good card for 2023 because we're going to have that spiritual union. You know, we love the physical, we love the sex. That's all great in a relationship, but this is about the minds and the 2 minds coming together, and we really need that. Or maybe this is a new friendship coming into your world where you just need to kind of, you know, find your tribe, that person that comes in where you're like, you're really familiar. Sometimes we feel a past life connection with this person, or like we've known them before. But this is a great card for all of us for 2023, especially if you've been feeling a little bit lonely or trying to spread your wings a little bit and make some new friends. Here it is, a spiritual union and everyone coming together. But I guess that's kind of what we did tonight. So maybe that's the start of something there and a sign for all of us. But this card here, new people coming in, one in particular, spiritual union, and just that really good connection. It feels like you've known them forever. You know what I mean? Like it's just been that past life. You know, you sometimes you just meet someone and you're like, you know, did we go to school together or something? Did we hang out together? Because you're so familiar. We need that right now. We need that familiar around us. So we're all going to have these wonderful people come into our lives, particularly if you're single, a new partner coming in. If you're in a relationship, maybe, you know, we rekindle that connection again. But finding people who think the same as you, have similar minds. All right. Love this card. As always, I have loved tonight. It has been fantastic. I will be back again next week. Very highly possible it will be a Tuesday night, but I will let you know on the post because we're back on this. Always, you know, you can email me at arsravencooper@gmail.com if you have some questions that are spiritual questions. Don't ask for a card, please, because we do that on the night. But if you have a question about crystals or a question about, you know, astral travel or something spiritual, something metaphysical, let me know. Or maybe you have a bit of a moral dilemma at the moment and you'd like me to sort of talk through that with you as well and with everybody else. Of course, it will be live. But please let me know. Stay cool tonight. Have a good night. Look after yourselves. Have a great week. Stay safe. And I'll talk to you all